Hi, welcome to Lunar Moxie Tarot. I'm the Benevolent Rebel. I'm here to do your all signs read for the partial solar eclipse, which is today. It takes place approximately around, I believe, 2:30, 2:45 today. So I'm going to get this posted as quickly as I can for you guys. Not to worry, it's like energy from an eclipse can last 20 to 30 days before or after the actual eclipse. So this has been something that's building. I'll take the time to go over some of the astrology relative thereto at the end as well. Just some general notes. I'll start here by giving you guys the, obviously it's a black new moon in Taurus at approximately 10 degrees in Taurus, okay? So that puts a focus on the economy, all right? Within your own homes, okay, and what you value, okay? And anytime there's a new moon eclipse, we can expect powerful change. That's obvious, okay? And then also the lunar mansion is represented by lunar mansion for the stone, which this has to do with family inheritance and legacy, okay? What we value in that regard. This new moon, especially because of the aspects it makes with Uranus, okay, is going to set off kind of a lightning bolt of change in regards to those things. What you're holding on to that you feel like you can't change or is ingrained in you is going to be called into question within your own selves, okay? That'll play out in various ways depending on the houses it impacts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a spread for each one of you guys, and I'm going to tell you what houses it impacts, okay, at that time. That'll be done as a general ascendant, which is the same way it's done in any reading. But obviously, if you guys have a different sun, I want you to listen to your sun, your moon, your rising, and if you have any stellums, meaning if you have any place in your chart with 3 or more planets, that's a highly important place. Don't necessarily need to always count the sun and Mercury, because Mercury is usually always within 10 degrees of the sun. But, you know, if you have 3 planets there, you should definitely be looking at that spot as well. But that would be connected to your sun, so you would be checking that anyway, right, guys? Okay. I also pulled an oracle, which is funny because the oracle I pulled was number 9, allowance. And it says, the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. This totally goes along with it because there's a lot of restrictions in this lunar mansion that come up for us, okay? As we evolve as people, we tend to need to let go of the things that our parents trained us to do or accept as a part of our own value systems at home, our own material gain, our own ways of earning wealth, all of those things. Because Taurus is a beautiful place. It's not just about accumulation of wealth. It naturally rules the second house, but it's also about what we value on an ethical and moral basis, on how we run our houses, how we run our lives, how we run the most important relationships in our lives, and what we value in the most important relationships in our lives. So, that said, let's get going, yeah? I've got some cards here. This is the cave. Welcome to the cave. The cave is not done yet. It will be fixed up a little bit more so that I can pull coffee table reads for you guys in here. And I've got a desk in here too, but I don't like the way it shows up, so I'm gonna paint it probably. I'll be doing most of my readings down here in the cave from here on out. And I figured I'd start today. Figured it was a good day to start that. I'm gonna pull a 6-pointed star spread, okay? It's based off of a Star of David spread, all right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the hopes, the fears, okay? And a choice, okay, in the middle. And this will revolve around what's gonna come up for you guys at the time of the eclipse, okay? And again, like I said, that'll play out. But, you know, over the next 20 to 30 days, there will be another eclipse right after this one, so I'll cover that one as well. Okay, but that will be a lunar eclipse. Okay, but whatever is started today, whatever is coming up now, the first series of eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio, those started in January. So whatever happened then, you guys some of you may be having like a lightning bolt of mental activity on whether those were the right or wrong decisions and what came up in your mind depending on the placements in your houses that it hit at that time. So that said, I'm just gonna reference my chart here. I'm going to start with Aries. Aries, this hits on your second house, okay, because Taurus rules the second house of values since you actually start off the zodiac, okay? So the ways you earn income and items like this are going to be at the forefront of your mind. Also what you value around the home, what you value in general, what I already went over. So that said, let's pull a spread for you, Aries. Wow. I'm hoping you guys don't pop a lot of towers today, but I have this feeling that I'm going to get a lot of towers popped on me today, just because of the activity between Uranus and the moon and the, you know, Mars's placement right now, and I just have this feeling. But you don't have any, so that's great, okay? But what I do show for you here, Aries, okay, is that you've got, and I'll call them out because I know some of you guys track that, is that right now in your hopes and your fears, I've got, you know, that you have a goal of love, okay, of a Two of Cups. You've got a major relationship on your mind here, okay? And you know, what I see here for your fears is Seven of Cups, okay? You're either having issues with your options, okay? Identifying the right options, okay? And so far as your major love relationships, significant relationships in your life, okay? And who to bring offers to and who not to, okay? This is actually in your hopes, okay? So you're thinking about somebody that you want to bring an offer to, okay? Your fear is that you're going to make the wrong choice, okay? And then also with that, I have that one of your goals is to embody a Queen of Pentacles, okay? All right, this is an excellent queen to embody the energy of, okay? She's an excellent mother. She's also an excellent working mother, typically, okay? Even if she works within the home and is a home caregiver, you know, for her and her children, she gives 120% of whatever she does, okay? And she's excellent with money. So, and that makes sense since it falls in your second house of income and money, all right? What I have in here for a fear for you is a Chariot, okay? And what I have here in a hope is with the Five of Swords, okay? So you're hoping that you contemplate this decision well and that you can avoid like argumentation about the changes you want to make, okay? And you need to express yourself, Aries, all right? And, you know, what I also see here and as a fear with the Chariot being here is that you might be afraid that if you express yourself or try to make the changes that you want, that somebody's going to leave, okay? And I don't think you need to be afraid of that, Aries. You know, you guys had a great new moon the other day, and the choice you have here, which is the center point of your star, is the Ace of Wands, okay? This is reflective of that you need to embrace this spirit of passion that's burning inside of you to make this happen, which this is fire energy. You have no problem doing this. So I have all faith in you that you will have it done, okay? All right, that said, enjoy the eclipse. Let me know how it goes. And I'm going to move on to Taurus, okay? Taurus, how are you? If you guys are born if you guys have a sun, moon, rising, ascendant, or stellium, within 5 to 15 degrees, this is going to be a super hot one for you, okay? I'm just going to shuffle a little bit here. If you have any placements in any of the fixed signs between 5 and 15 degrees, this is going to hit you a little bit harder, okay? Because those would be squaring or opposing this eclipse, okay? So you're going to feel significant tension between what you want, Taurus, all right, and what is like the lightning bolt of revolutionary change for you and new beginnings that's seeding in your mind right now and in your heart, okay? Because that would be your first house. That's, you know, your house of soul, yourself, your body, whatever is enrooting and planting at the time of this eclipse. You're going to feel significant tension with anything that hits on, let's see, Leo, if you have any placements in Leo, if you have any placements in Aquarius between 5 and 15 degrees, okay? If you have any placements in Scorpio, okay, that's your opposing sign, or you're dealing with another Scorpio, you'll feel considerable tension with what you have going on and this kind of lightning bolt, new beginning of change you have within self and the partnership area of your home, okay, or, you know, your partnerships, okay? And that can be in business or in love. It doesn't have to be, you know, it's major. 7th house is for major contracts, including business in your life, okay? Major friends, major enemies, okay, as well. So you'll feel some tension there, Taurus. But this is an excellent eclipse for you, Taurus, because you're a fixed sign and it involves Uranus, which is the lightning bolt of change, okay? And sometimes fixed signs need that to really undergo the change that they want, okay? Because you're fixed, you like routine, you like what's stable, what's normal for you, what's always been accepted, and what you cling on to for senses of security. So this is really gonna help catapult you guys to a new phase. Okay, so I'm happy for you guys. But that said, let's pull a little spread on it, shall we? Need a spread for my Taurus for this eclipse, please. Thank you, Spirit. Oof. All right. All right, Taurus. So what I have here is I show that you have like two main goals here, okay, going on in the sense of this eclipse, okay? One of them has to do with dropping, okay, the discontent you're feeling, okay? And I would expect this to be around things that are right on the base of you, in your soul, your body, your home, your immediate environment. There's feelings of discontent. You're hoping to drop this discontent and go after some new things in your life that you want, okay? The challenges that you, in your hopes and your fears as to that, is that, you seem to be having a fear of communication here, Taurus. All right? I don't like that. You need to communicate, okay? You guys need to communicate, all right? And, your hopes are that if you make these changes, you may have some really heavy burdens associated with it that become too hard to bear, all right? And the other goal I see here, all right, Taurus, is that you have soulmate connections on your mind, okay? So, these are important family, important family connections, as well as important love connections, okay, that change your lives, that you remember for the rest of your lives, the most important people in your lives, okay, old and new, that you run across that are significant to you, okay? And what I see here in hopes and in fears in regards to that is I see a Four of Swords, okay? This tells me that you're afraid that you can't heal from past family trauma or past old loves, okay? Or that you can't, and even that means like, insofar as regenerating those and making them into something new, that you have a fear of, can I heal? Can I do this? Is this gonna work? And what I have here as a goal is you really want to get in touch with your emotions. It's so funny that the moon is popping up here because obviously the moon and the sun are conjunct in your sign. So it's funny how that plays out, but every single time I do one of these specialty eclipse or moon readings, it seems to. But the moon is here. Okay, this is in the goal department. So this tells me that you really do want to get in touch here with your deep emotions, with your intuition. You really want to start going from your gut. This is excellent, Taurus, all right? What I have here as the choice that you have to make in order to balance these goals and fears and hopes that you want is to act as an emperor. Step into your power. Don't be afraid to be a boss. Don't be afraid to take charge of these things. These are the most important values that you have in your life. Okay, these are the things that are going to bring you great happiness, Taurus. So the advice from the universe for you is to embody the emperor, okay, to collaborate and make these changes and accept and recognize these fears and hopes that you have and merge them to go after what you want. Okay? Happy eclipse, Taurus. All right? I am going to move on to Gemini now. Gemini. How are the twins? How are you guys? This is in your 12th house. It's a very secluded, secretive house, okay? Can be stuff under the radar. Can also just be indicative, especially with the moon here, and as like a deep internal transformation that's going on for you right now. So the way that Uranus and Mercury and all these things are impacted, you're really feeling a lightning bolt of change and inner growth on an inward level right now. It may not be outwardly expressed yet, okay? This change is going to be very much on an internal level or on things that are going on under the radar, even if they're plans with your significant other in love, relationships in your life. But really this this new moon is really going to spice off your 12th house, okay? That's a place of, you know, confinement. It used to be called the place of bad spirit. It's really not. There's no bad houses, okay? The 12th house can be one of the most beautiful houses in the wheel, as far as I'm concerned, because it's where true change starts and can begin and can transform into your outer life, okay? So, I don't know, you guys had excellent readings, so I expect this to be beautiful as well for you guys. But let's see, okay? I'm going to pull a 6-pointed star spread for you, showing 2 goals and hopes and fears and related to those goals, and advice from the universe on what you need to do to balance what you want, okay? That said, let's do it, okay? Welcome to my cave. Do you like the water bearer behind me? She's good luck. Whew. This is beautiful. Okay. All right. What I show here for you, Gemini, is that, you know, one of your goals here is to bring karmic justice to a situation, okay? What I have that in relation to is that, you know, there is one of the goals here is, you know, your hopes and your fears is that a 2 of Cups, okay? That you can forward your relationship, okay? By bringing a sense of justice to your relationship. This could revolve around bringing a good balance between you and your partner if you're madly in love, okay? If you're single, it could be about reconciliation with somebody that you really care about. It just, you know, how it plays out is going to be a little bit different, okay? But this is a significant relationship. Could be a significant friendship, okay? But it's somebody you love, okay? And what I see here in a fear is a Knight of Rods, okay? You don't want to like, you don't want to jump off too quick. You don't want to like go in and you want to be sure about your decisions, okay? Before you speak, before you act, really, before you act. And you don't want to, I'm feeling like temperance with this. You know, you want to temper your passions, okay, and your resolve, okay, so that you can have a good outcome here, all right? And you don't want to be too flighty. You want to be committed. You don't want to be in and out, so they say. And I don't really see that here with justice down here as a goal, okay? You guys had an excellent 2 readings, okay? Definitely reference those if you haven't already. And then another goal that I see here for you is that you really want to take hold of collaborations, old or new, okay? And you find that, you know, there's some fears here revolved around the star, which is Aquarian energy, but it's also related to healing and chasing your dreams, okay? So you do want to collaborate more, whether it's in your interpersonal relationships or at work, and there is a sense that there might be need for some healing, you know, and you're wondering if it can heal, so to say, all right? And your goal here is to really, and it's so funny, it goes along with this other one, is to really go into hermit mode, to really come from a place of inward introspection and wisdom, inner wisdom and study here, okay? That's one of your goals, is to really, this is Virgo energy, but really take hold of, this holds the star of Aquarius, so it's funny that they're together, you know, in the hopes and the fears, because the hermit holds the star of Aquarius. So you're really hoping to harness this healing, this chasing of dreams with a 2 of Cups, okay, your love, okay, or a significant relationship in your life that you want, okay, to make better and better and to grow, all right? But this is beautiful that these 2 are together like this, and a hopes and fears for me. But anyway, the advice from the universe is to keep moving forward with these things that you want, okay? Because you're reaching completion here. This is the 10 of Wands. It can feel heavy. It can feel heavy at times. It's hard to carry these wands, but in the traditional deck, he's headed to the castle, okay? He's headed to a completion here. So you are going to reach a new plateau, okay, in your evolution, in your journey up the mountains. If you were in the desert, okay, and I would say if you're in the mesa, you know, every time you reach a new rung, once you're on that plateau, you know, there's no dipping down. It's flat till you get to the next one, okay, and then there's another huge leap, okay? You're about to reach 10 of Wands, okay? You're carrying some burdens right now to reach to the next level here. So the advice from the universe and the choice you have to make is, do I keep going and carrying these wands? And I would say, with the things you want, you carry the wands you need to, delegate what you can, so that you can reach this goal, because they're beautiful goals. All right? All right, thank you. It was great to see you, Gemini. I will see you when you cross-watch, if there are others that you're cross-watching for. Also check your stellums, your moon, your rising. Okay? See you later, Gem. I'm going to move into Cancer now. How's my Cancer? Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What are you guys going to give me today for this eclipse? Okay, what are you going to give me today? I'm just going to shuffle a couple times. You guys could, just had excellent, freaking phenomenal read. Your love read was like off the chain. I don't know. I can't even believe I just said that. Ugh. Let's pretend I didn't say that, okay? Take it away. Anyways, I'm going to pull a 6-star spread for you, okay? It will reflect 2 goals that you have right now, okay, and how those goals can play out. Definitely check the intro as well as the completion, because I'll do a little bit more discussion about some houses and some aspects that the eclipse is making, all right, Cancer? But for you, I believe it's the 5th house, but let me just take my notes right. Yeah, this is in the 11th house for you. So Taurus, the 11th house was considered in Hellenistic Greek astrology to be the house of good spirit. It was a very fortunate house, almost of your blessings. In modern astrology, it represents your networks, okay, your outer networks of friends, those people that come along that can help you through life, all right? 11th house is a very fortunate house, okay, to have planets in. It's a very misunderstood house, okay? This takes place in your 11th house. So I would expect, for your networks and just some general things regarding those to be in a time of lightning kind of transformation and or victories there, okay? But let's see, all right? I need for my Cancer, for the eclipse, please. I need a 6-pointed star. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Again, with the beauty here. Wow. This is beautiful, Cancer. Okay. What I show for you here, all right, is that one of your goals at this time is to, you have a little bit of discontent, okay? You have a little bit of discontent right now, okay? This usually goes back to Ace of Cups, okay? Spiritual, emotional fulfillment, all right? And one of your goals is to get rid of this discontent that you're recognizing in your life, okay? For more emotional fulfillment. And it may be tied to your networks, okay? In your 11th house, there's going to be new beginnings there, all right? Or you want new beginnings there. And what I see is, as a goal, is that you really want to be able to climb this mountain and carry these wands to the end, okay? And that your fear, I've got a King of Wands here. This could be representative of another person in your life that, a King of Wands out of bounds can sometimes not be super, super reliable, and you're hoping that this person will come through, okay? This could also be a fear that you have of stepping into this position and breathing with fire and passion and charisma, okay? Because Cancer can be a very introverted sign at times, okay? You guys can be a little bit of an introvert, so stepping into a King of Wands like energy can be scary for you, okay? It just can, especially if you guys are, like, let's say you guys are a rising and you have a Leo sun. You're gonna have like a clash of being an introvert and the crab, and your sun wanting to shine. So it's like a Leo that has like ham stage fright but wants to be a ham. There's a conflict there. And it's so funny that this shows up for you in a fear, and you're hoping you can do it. But you can do it, Cancer. You can do it, okay? Especially when it's showing up in networks here. It's like giving me these vibes that you guys may have, a very extroverted sun versus rising, or vice versa here going on, dynamic, okay? And what I see here also, okay, is that you also have, this goal of, being an emperor, okay? This is like very heavy fire energy. This is Aries energy, okay? Being a boss, being a big boss, being able to do this, okay? And it's so funny that this is in the 11th house, this electric eclipse of new insight that you're having right now. Because what I see with it is a fear that you're going to be a bitch, Pardon my French, but this is the Queen of Swords here. It's in your fears. So you're afraid you're going to be like perceived in a negative, negative Queen of Swords, like, you know, manner. Or you're afraid that somebody that you know that's a Queen of Swords is going to come at you if you act in your power that you're wanting to act in right now. Take it as it resonates, Cancer. Okay? Could be a person, could be your fear of you. Okay? Acting in this manner could be your fear of someone else in your environment that represents a Queen of Swords. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy, slicing and dicing you if you appear in your passionate stance and are assertive, like an emperor. Okay? And what I see as the goal is that you want to reach ultimate happiness here. This is the Sun. This is ultimate happiness and joy in the deck. So this feeling of discontentment right now kind of revolves around you feeling like you're not being assertive in the most important networks in your life. Okay? And the advice from the universe, the choice you have to make is to really Ace of Wands this, okay? Which means let your fire out, okay? Make some steam. Combine the fire and the water here. Okay, to let yourself out, because this Ace of Wands is all about passion, family, ambition. Like, let it out. Don't be afraid to let it out. This is the choice you have to make to align with the goals you have. To align this is the choice. Okay, so my advice to you is do it. Just do it, Cancer. I think that was the same advice I had for you for your love reading. Just do it, Cancer. Okay. Anyways, you may be afraid that you're going to lose some of the networks you have, or some of the people that you rely on, you know, that provide you support. If you change, are they going to still support you? Are they, you know, maybe so, maybe not. Maybe you're going to have a whole new tribe in your 11th house of networks. Maybe you're afraid of that. Just do it, Cancer. Okay. I'm going to go to Leo now. I'll see you later, Cancer. That was a beautiful spread for the eclipse. Okay. Leo, how is my lion? How are you guys doing? This eclipse is creating some squares to your sign. Anything between 5 and 15 degrees that you guys have at Leo might feel like a hot spot of tension for you right now. Okay, but I can assure you that it's going to be a good, beneficial change. So squares are not always bad. They're just not. Everybody gives them a bad rap, but they present us with challenges, and Uranus with this eclipse is just the kind of challenge that can create the lightning change without the like stickiness of the square. Squares can be sticky and they can feel like they last forever and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. If you have anything at Aquarius, Aquarius has Saturn in it in the latter degrees of Aquarius right now, and Saturn can feel like painstaking duties and drama, and not drama, but painstaking duties and karmic stuff, and stuff that kind of moves slow. But there's beneficial aspects here with this particular new moon, because it's kind of going to be like lightning. So you're kind of going to have these realizations of, I don't really need to worry about this shit or that shit or whatever it is. Take it as it resonates, Leo. Let's pull a 6-card spread for you guys, okay? 6-pointed star spread. I will identify several goals, the hopes and the fears surrounding those goals, okay? And the choice that you're left with on how you embody this, okay? All right, Leo, what I'm showing here is that you have a goal, okay, of sacrificing yourself to a higher mental state right now to really go into an intuitive place of wisdom, okay, with the Hangman. This is highly tied to Neptune, so I would definitely take a look at any major aspects or planets that you had in Pisces, okay, as well as any major aspects that Neptune has hit often in your chart, okay, because they're going to have to do with this Hangman thing that you're trying to gain, you're trying to, you know, kind of not move while you consider and try and go to a higher place of being. It's almost like a meditative state over some things. And what I show here, okay, if for your fears in relation to that goal is temperance, okay, you're afraid you don't have the patience to do it, okay, or that you can't, even if you do it, you can't make create the proper alchemy or mix to make the change you want. So it's like almost like saying, I don't want to reach a higher place of consciousness, because if I do and then I can't do anything with it, then I'm just gonna, it's kind of like being like, why did I ever see the, you know, the neighbor's grass, which looks much nicer than mine, or the grass, you know, because I can't have it. Something weird like that. Okay, and what I see here also as a goal is the Hierophant, okay, which is interesting to me, because this is, you definitely want kind of the keys to godliness, okay, or to reach it. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry, it only does every 30 minutes. I'm not going to get into it right now. But anyways, your Hierophant is here, okay, on one of your goals. So your goal is to like get this, the keys to reach this meditative state. Is this like a spiritual thing for you, this higher mental state of being here, okay? And you're, whatever it is, there's a conflict here with your temperance or patience to do it, which I find interesting. But you're, let me just take a look real quick right here. Yeah, this is this eclipse is like falling in your 10th house, which is the house of career. Okay, so this probably could have to do with a lot of concerns about you doing everything upright and proper in your career right now. However that plays out for you, new beginnings, new inspiration in there, lightning bolts of change going on right now in regard to that. Take it as it resonates, okay? The other goal I see here for you is that, you know, you do want a victory in relation to these things. This is the Six of Wands, okay? It's, you want to do a victory dance. You want to reach this, whatever it is that you, these new heights of your career or transformation in your career right now, okay? Because Uranus represents a lightning bolt of change, okay? So there might be a lot of change or thoughts of change, you know, flooding around your career in the 10th house right now, okay? And what I see here in regards to that as to your hopes and fears is you hope to be able to take on this position of a hermit and really gain inner wisdom. It's so funny because this goes like along with the Hangman and stuff. Gain this inner wisdom and take the time to find clarity and be able to be wise in your decisions, okay? And this is also Virgo energy, okay? Major arcana for Virgo. And what I see here in the fear is the devil, okay? This is devil-like energy. Could have to do with a Capricorn in your life, but more than likely than not, it has to do with your fears of bondage, okay? Codependent relationships, addictions, things of this sort, okay? You're hoping to balance these out. You're hoping that in your career, you know, sometimes when we get a lot of ambition, sometimes you know, ambition brings on these fears. Am I going to turn into this bad guy if I do this, or if I'm ambitious, or if I'm this, or if I'm that, you know? And, you know, what I see here is a definite desire to not be that. So, you know, and I see you trying to get to this higher meditative state to not do that. And, you know, the choice here, okay, from the universe is to be in the sun, to feel the joy, because, and I see that as good advice right now, because A, this is one of your major arcana cards, and B, like, it seems like you're totally trying to come from a conscious place of decision on this, Leo. So I see this as a really good read for you guys for the eclipse. Let me know how it goes. I'm interested to see, okay? I'm going to move on to Virgo now. See you later, Leo. Virgo, how are you? I'm going to shuffle a little bit here. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me just take a look at my notes real quick right here. Virgo, this is in your 9th house. Okay, the 9th house is of higher learning, okay? It's also of travel, foreign relations, okay? Can have to do with just really going it up a notch, okay? And teaching, higher learning, spirituality, kind of, you know, could be challenges around, you know, a lightning bolt of change regarding old dogmatic ways of practicing or viewing religion, and new revelations that are upon you from inside you, okay? New beginnings, okay, of this sort surrounding these events, okay? All right, maybe going on for you right now, Virgo. And I'm gonna pull a 6-pointed star, all right? For you guys, I would also say take a look at any, you know, positive aspects that you have going on in Earth placements or anywhere else. Like there's a positive aspect from Pluto to this eclipse, which I just love, because it could have been much rougher if there wasn't, but there is. And obviously with all these, you know, aspects and planetary lineup in Pisces right now, which is your 7-7 sign, that's going to be like gold for you. You know, there's like a lightning storm of new partnerships of all sorts being sown and thought about and transformed right now in your 7th house of partnerships, okay? So, and it's nothing but beneficial aspects there. So you're going through a total transformation right now, Virgo. And, you know, obviously this being an earth sign, it trines your signs. So anything between 5 and 15 degrees, specifically around 10 degrees of Virgo, you're going to have really positive, trine, easy aspects, okay, that will be eased. So this change for you that's going to be brought on by this eclipse is going to be relatively easy for you to grab hold of. So do it, because not all eclipses are like that, right? If you guys have any placements in any fixed signs, you'll feel a little bit of challenging aspects around those. But aside from that, it's pretty good for you guys. So that said, let's take a look here. Okay, Virgo, what I see here, what I see here for you guys is that one of your goals is to build a legacy. 10 of Pentacles, baby. Okay, so if you're single, you know, you may be looking for somebody that you can build the 10 of Pentacles with, okay, eventually. Okay, you guys are representative of the 9 of Pentacles anyway. So if you're not with somebody, work on your 9 of Pentacles, okay, and eventually these things are gonna fall around you, okay? But even if you're not, okay, you know, Virgo can sometimes be a classic spinster, you know, but, and that's because, you know, they're picky. They should be, you know, they don't want a divorce, you know. Anyways, the 10 of coins here is one of your goals. It's an excellent goal to have. You know, you're focused on building a family legacy, all right? And that means happiness and protection in the home as much as it means wealth, okay? And Taurus is about what we value in those areas. So you're going through a lightning bolt of change in regards to that right now. And in your fears, there's the 8 of Swords, okay? So you're afraid of being, you know, confined or imprisoned in old methodical ways of things that are represented by Taurus in the 2nd house, of earning money, of, you know, and how that plays out in the 9th house, okay, in regards to travel, in regards to religion, in regards to higher learning, and really balancing the way you earn your income as well as intermingling those together, if that makes sense. And what I see here is that, you know, you have a fear that you're going to be imprisoned or chained, but this is a self-imposed prison, Virgo. And what I see here, as, you know, your hopes is that you can start a brand new chapter. You got the world here, okay? All right, you have the world here, all right, which is excellent, okay? That means you want a brand new chapter. You're hoping to be able to, like, even make a major transition in these areas of your life right now, okay? Start a new book, start a new volume, start a new whatever towards legacy, okay? All right, and like I said in the beginning, that has to do with letting go of some of the old ways that we've been impacted by our own families or by our own restrictions on ourselves about the way we earn money, or about the way we, the things we value, the things we accept, the things we do not accept, old indoctrinated things regarding those themes, okay, are undergoing a lightning bolt of change right now with this eclipse, which is very beneficial. Anyways, your other goal I see here is a 4 of Swords. Okay, this tells me there's some healing. Okay, specifically regarding 9th house issues and 2nd house issues. Okay, could also have to do with family issues. You're hoping, all right, you have a goal of healing here. Rest and restoration and healing. It's an excellent goal to have. All right, that's like inner work. It's wonderful. What I see here is that you have this fear that you, 4 cups, that like you're going to be discontent, or that you are discontent, or that you're having feelings of discontent, okay? Looking for a cup of love, okay? Or the Ace of Cups, all right? But with this 4 of Swords, that's about inward healing. So you're gonna be learning how to fill up your own cup, and you're gonna be tapping into that cup yourself. That's on offer. It's always on offer. It's always right around you, okay? From the inside out, all right? And what I have here as a, you know, a hope is that you can really like gain mastery and apprenticeship in whatever it is you're embarking on, whatever it is, okay? And your advice or choice in regards to this that's going to link whether you reach these goals or not is an Ace of Coins. It's so funny how many people are getting in the middle of their star an ace. So this is an Ace of Pentacles. There is some new thing that you guys have going on with work right now. Take it as it resonates. And your advice, okay, on reaching your goals is to grab hold of this ace. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, and to run with it. Everything else is going to fall into place. Okay? The choice you have to make revolves on reaching these goals and balancing these interests that you want have to do with taking the divine gift that you already know about, that's already on your mind or you've already put into progress. Grab hold and run with it. Excellent, Virgo. Enjoy it. Let me know how it goes, okay? I got to move to Libra now. These are excellent. Can't believe how many aces have popped up in the center of these. It's like, just take what God gave you. Just take the new thing that God gave you. Kind of funny. Or the universe, or spirit, or however you want to say it, okay? I'm a pluralist, so however you want to put it. God, Buddha, whatever. Whoever. Whatever you feel from the inside out. Okay? There are no real restrictions on those things. Okay? That Ace of Cups is for everybody. Okay? All right. Libra, how are you? I am going to do a 6-pointed star for you guys, okay, for the eclipse. It will identify 2 major goals or ideas that are percolating, okay, and these new beginnings related to the eclipse for you, okay, which, let me look at my notes here. Yeah, 8th house. This falls in your 8th house, okay, that is death, taxes, inheritance, legacy, pretty deep shit. Sexual relationships that wind up in marriage or contracts, okay? Not your one-night stands, not your typical run-around stuff, okay? Also the house of transformation, also, you know, naturally ruled by Scorpio, okay? Which happens to be opposite, okay, of this eclipse, okay? And the nodes, okay? So it's going to have to do with transforming those things on an internal level for you, Libra, in your 8th house, okay? And new beginnings, kind of lightning bolt of revelation surrounding those things and what you value. So let's take a look, shall we, Libra? I need for my Libra 6-pointed star, please. Okay, Libra. What I show here is that one of your goals, it's so funny, this pop for Virgo too, is the 10 of coins, okay? This is building legacy. Totally goes along with the 8th house. Building legacy and material wealth, something, and not just money, but the wealth and the things you pass down for others is surrounded with the 10 of Pentacles as well, okay? It's everything from family history to good values, morals, principles, all those things. They're popping for you right now, okay? Because you have a goal of the 10 of Pentacles, okay? And what I see here, though, which is kind of concerning for me, is you have a fear surrounding communication about this goal and what these things mean to you. So there may be people in your internal environment, including your home, that you do not feel align with what you want and the things you value, and you have a fear around communicating these desires or what you really want or value, okay? And there might be some right here I have the 2 of coins, okay? This implies, also related to this goal, that you really want to be able to juggle everything in regards to your finances and everything that it's going to take to build this 10 of Pentacles for you. You really want to be able to juggle it and do it ethically and morally in a way that you feel is proper. Okay, but I show here that you have some fear around communicating about what those things are. Okay, the other goal I see for you here is really wanting to step into this Queen of Coins, like, you know, power. Okay, does not have to be feminine. Okay, or you know, this could be towards someone. Okay, that represents this to you. Okay, or it could be this within yourself, okay? A Queen of Pentacles is an excellent parent, very nurturing parent, also a great husband, wife, spouse, okay? She also is very good at making money. So you want to be able to balance these things between career and family right now, okay? Very badly. This is a goal of yours, okay? And what I show here as a fear is a 2 of Cups. So this means you have a fear around a significant relationship, okay? Somebody you want, somebody you have, something. This is a significant relationship to you, and it's in your fears, okay? You know what that means, Libra, better than I do, okay? I'm not pulling clarifiers here. I want to, but I'm not, you know? And what I have here, okay, is that you really want to Ace of Wands this, okay? This is passion. This is passion. This is like bringing forward your passion in regards to ambition and, you know, it can be passion, sexual passion, but, you know, family, things that really get you driven, okay? You really want to go after these things. This is in the goal, okay? And between the balance between this goal, your hopes, and your fears. Okay, so there's something more there. I'll go back to your other readings because I'm not pulling clarifiers in here. Okay, but you guys know how this applies to you. But your choice, it says King of Wands. So it means your choice for the universe, if you want these goals, you are going to have to King of Wands this. You are going to have to not be afraid to be the charismatic, you know, passionate individual that you are. Okay, you may be tempering these things somewhat right now in one way or another. Okay, but the choice on reaching your goals has to do with whether you're ready to empower this energy yet or not, or whether you're shutting it down. All right, Libra, that's all I got for you. Enjoy the eclipse. Let me know how it goes, okay? I will see you for your monthlies, and I will see you for your, for the secondary eclipse reading for the lunar eclipse as well. And I'm going to start doing some weeklies. So have a wonderful eclipse, and I will see you later, Libra. I'm going to move to Scorpio now. Scorpio, what are you doing? How are you guys? I had so much fun in your reading the other day, and I felt so bad because I felt like I was really hard on you guys, but I just had so much fun in your reading. You guys had me on fire for some reason. Anyways, in a good way. But I hope you guys are doing great. You guys are going to have to let me know how it goes, okay? You guys are getting hit with what? Oh, yeah. You guys are directly opposite. This is in your partnership house. This eclipse is hitting your partnership house. So there's some lightning bolt revelations, okay? And I think I mentioned that in your romance reading, okay? It's going to apply to all major partnerships in your life. There's a lightning bolt of transformation and new beginnings regarding these eclipses, maybe on an eternal level on what's working and what's not, and what you really want and what you really value and what you don't in partnerships, okay? Take it as it resonates, Scorp. And you know, this energy can also show up as like change from your partner coming towards you, that you're like, whoa, you know, but one way or another, it's either going to play out with your partner or your significant partnerships, or it's going to play out with you guys on a personal level. So, you know, it's going to be a hot one, okay? And I hope it's a hot one in a good way, okay? Because there's beneficial aspects from Pluto to this eclipse. So there, you know, that's great because sometimes Pluto can really bring up a lot of jealousy and controlling issues and all that shit. But Pluto also represents major transformation, and it's making a positive aspect to the eclipse, okay? And other planets and stuff like that right now. So that's really good. It's really going to help like promote change because Pluto can really help prompt major transformation. Major transformation, but can also prompt like possession and control and possessiveness and jealousy and just, you know, acts that are kind of nefarious and not, you know, good, and those things will either get found out or tear you up. But in general, we have beneficial aspects from Pluto, so that's excellent, okay? And Pluto is the modern ruler of your sign, so what's up? All right, you guys are a fixed sign. So it will square Taurus. I mean, well, it'll oppose Taurus, but you're going to be squaring anything you have in Leo, okay, or Aquarius is going to be square to this eclipse. So anything you guys have between 5 and 15 degrees, more specifically like 8 to 12 degrees of Aquarius or Leo is going to create tension from those houses and from those positions in your chart. If you guys have your chart, take a look at that because you will feel those in those areas, okay? Squares aren't always bad. They get us moving, okay? They elicit change more than a trine does sometimes. You know, trines are what comes easy to us. So trines and sextiles are what comes easy. Not to mean that they're not important. They're very important because a lot of times people try and do things the hard way rather than just saying, you know what, this is easy for me, so why am I not doing this? Why am I fighting myself and going with all these things that are hard? You know, so you got to find your own balance there, okay, Scorp? All right, guys, I'm done lecturing you. I don't know why I've been lecturing you guys so much. I feel terrible for this. All right, let's check this out. All right. Woo, Tower. This is so funny. This was right in the advice of your general reading the other day, or no, your love reading. This is so funny. And it's like your energy. Okay, Tower's in the middle, okay? And that is the choice that you have to make to meet the goals that I'm going to discuss, the goals and the hopes and the fears regarding those goals. Here, it shows that you have a goal of being an emperor, embodying boss-like energy, okay, in your life, okay? I'm going to say it's going to be in regards to significant partnerships here, okay? All right? This is so funny. This goes along with your reading the other day. So you want to be in this boss assertive like energy, okay? You really want to step into this emperor like role. Also represents Aries energy. So if you're attracted to an Aries, you could have a goal of moving towards an Aries, okay? But in general, I interpret these as internal and reflective of you guys. But I do mention especially if I get certain court cards, that it could represent somebody else in your life, okay? And what I see, okay, is the Ace of Swords here with a fear, okay? So you're either afraid of making a decision to cut somebody off, to step in this boss role, or to make some cuts or changes and decisions to be able to step in this emperor role. You have a fear of making these decisions to be able to step in this role. And what I have here as a goal is a Queen of Swords. This could be a Queen of Swords like figure. This is so funny. This like these court cards were in your romance reading. Please go check it out if you haven't. Is to move towards a Queen of Swords, okay, or to embody a Queen of Swords, okay, be assertive, okay. So, and if this is you and not representative of somebody you're moving towards, then it means like embracing the feminine while also an assertive feminine while also taking hold of this emperor, okay, like stance, okay. So keeping hold of the feminine inside of you while also acting like an emperor, if that makes sense. Okay, and then what I see as another goal here for you is 4 of Wands. That's a significant commitment or relationship. This was all over your romance read, so you guys have to go back and watch both your other reads if you didn't. Okay, you have significant commitment with somebody that you want to move towards and be boss-like on your mind, okay? Right now, whether you're expressing or not, okay? Sorry, it's just what the cards say. And what I have here as a goal is the Hierophant. You want a major commitment with this person. Like, you see all the way with this person, okay? It feels guided on a higher level. This is so funny. It's with the Knight of Cups, okay? You were exuding in your environment a Knight of Cups the other day in your romance reading, but I also have it here with the fear. You are afraid of going after this person you really, really want. What is up? Anyways, okay, I'm going to go to the middle. The choice is the Tower. I can see why you're afraid because look, whatever it revolves around, whoever you want to go towards to make amends to or to go after romantically, you know it's going to bring a Tower. But the advice is, if you want that thing, if you want that goal, if you want to step into these positions, you got to bring a Tower. That's your choice. Revolving these goals and fears. So, my advice to you is if you want to act like a magician, same advice I had to you the other day, if you want to manifest what you want, you need to act in a Queen of Swords, be assertive, and I don't mean cold, I mean assertive about your feelings, okay? Because there's somewhere tied into your significant partnerships or your life right now where you're not, okay? It's to really speak on your feelings, even if it brings a Tower, and it showed up here, again, nuts, okay? I could spend all day on you guys, but I got to move on. I got to move on to Sag. Sagittarius, how are you? Hi. I'm going to do a 6-pointed spread for you guys. Okay. For the eclipse, I just need to shuffle a little bit here. I'm going to do a 6-pointed spread that identifies 2 of your goals that may be percolating or coming to the forefront of your mind, okay, due to the eclipse. All right, this eclipse falls in what? I think your 6th house. Let me just confirm on my notes. Yeah, your 6th house, which is your house of service and work. You guys might feel a little bit of tension about what you're servicing or work. If you're actually in the military, the police force, or you're a nurse or a doctor, or you're in the service field, okay, the 6th house is highly tied to service careers, okay, in general. So this eclipse takes place in the 6th house, okay, so it's like a new reevaluation of service in your life. And if you're a natural caretaker, you may be reevaluating or having like new epiphany moments or new amazing moments in your career, especially if you're in a service related career, or changes related therein. Okay, take it as it resonates, Sag. But let's see, shall we? I'm going to identify 2 goals, the hopes and the fears surrounding those goals, and the choice that you have to make in order to reach those goals. Let's do it, shall we? Whew. All right, what I show here is that you want to step up in a new star-like position. If you are in a service-oriented profession, that means in your profession, okay? I would take that to mean as in your profession here, okay? If you are not, then you really want to step in a period of healing over some stuff, okay? In your life. Take it as it resonates, Sag, okay? It's stuff that has literally left you feeling tied up in your own mental imprisonment, okay? This could revolve around high amounts of anxiety that you have over things internally in your home or at work, okay? Take it as it resonates, okay? And your goal here is to be able to have enough time for yourself to go in this hermit mode, okay? Could also have to do with a Virgo, but in general, I'm interpreting these as all internal, on an internal level as to these eclipses, okay? I mention it when other people pop up, but in general, I would interpret it as, you know, if this applies to another person or not. All right, what I show here as a goal is the hermit, and you really needing, you may feel imprisoned, like you don't have enough personal, private time to yourself to really gain inner wisdom and clarity that you need to heal, okay, or step it up, especially if you're in a service-related or going through a transition in a service-related industry, okay? All right, and then the other goal I show for you here is that this is like, you know, there may be a goal of more travel, more work opportunities here, all right, more contracts, more things, okay? This guy is being offered the world and new opportunities, okay? If this relates to your personal, private family, which I don't really believe that it does with the 6th house, okay, as to this eclipse at least, okay? That it could have to do with a move, but I don't think so. It may have to do with more need for travel, more need for new opportunities in work, okay? All right, new contracts, all right? This is a goal of yours, is to get ahead with these, okay? What I see here in a fear is a King of Rods. This could be a person, especially if they're a fire energy, but I really see this as a fear of you being afraid to fully let out your fire energy, which is funny to me because King of Rods is all about you guys. You're going to need to let out your fire energy. So maybe you're trying to gain like a position of clarity because, you know, there's tension around you of knowing how much of your passion to kind of unleash here, Sag, okay? But what I show here as a goal is that you do want to manifest this, okay? So you do want to manifest these new opportunities for yourself, even though you're a little afraid of fully stepping in your natural power because you're not afraid, you know, of how it's going to be received, but at the same time, you want to manifest new things, okay? All right, so what I have here as the choice is you have a choice, okay? And it's the 2 of Swords, okay? So it really means like go internally, all right? And you're trying not to like, this girl is trying not to be swayed by what she sees and go in and make an internal decision. But you can also get stuck here a little too long, okay? And especially with this 8 of Swords here, this is a self-imposed prison. So you may be sticking on certain decisions a little too long. Okay, you can go in this period of introspection and really kind of drive yourself a little nutty, a little too long. When what I see here as easy is, King of Rods is you. Just be you. Just be you and it's going to work. Just be you. And find the time for this. Okay, talk to the people you need to talk to find the time for this. Okay, I love you, Sagittarius. I will see you later, and I'll see you for the weeklies as well as the monthlies. I've got to move on to Capricorn now. Capricorn, how are you? I'm here to do your specialty eclipse reading. I'm going to pull a 6-card spread. The eclipse falls in your 5th house, okay? The 5th house, it rules children, creativity, romance, okay? Items of this sort, okay? So you're gonna have like a brand new revelation of beginnings or ideas about what makes you happy in those areas right now. That's what this eclipse is gonna bring on for you. It's gonna be kind of a lightning bolt of of outward or internal realization about what floats your boat and gets you excited in those areas of your life, and revolution surrounding those areas in your life. How you deal with your children, okay? How you deal with romance. You know, you may have change in what attracts you in romance right now, okay? It's just going to play out differently for all you guys, but you're being called to reevaluate what you value in those areas, and it's going to be kind of a revolutionary lightning bolt of change there, okay, is upon you, whether it's outward or inward right now, okay? So that said, let's pull a 6-pointed spread, shall we? This will identify several goals of yours, as well as the... I'm back. Did I lose you guys? I think I'm back. Capricorn. Yes. Okay, we're back, Cappy. I don't know what I got here, but I got, you know, just to recap what I have for you so far, I've got a goal of a Knight of Cups, okay? You want to act, and it's so funny, I went over the houses. You want to act in a chivalrous manner. You want to redo your love life here. You want to bring a cup of love to someone. That can be a little hard for a Capricorn. They're a cardinal sign, and they're a little more conservative, okay? They're a little bit shy, okay, when it comes to romancing somebody. They're very good at it, you know, when they want to be, but they don't just like, they're not, you know, they're not a King of Wands like energy normally, okay? But you really want to act more in this manner right now. This is one of your goals towards someone, okay? And what I see here as a fear is justice, okay? So you may feel like you're not able to approach this person for some reason, okay? Take it as it resonates, okay? Or that you're blocked from this person for some reason, okay? And then what I have here as a goal, though, is that you really want to take a full sleep towards this person in romance. Capricorn, take it as it resonates. And then what I show here as a secondary goal, okay, is that you really feel confined here in regards to this, okay? This is a self-imposed imprisonment, and you want to be free of this self-imposed imprison you have around your love life, okay? Because you have a goal of acting in this King of Cups-like energy, okay? But yet you feel imprisoned. This is a self-imposed imprison, okay? Regarding your romance and your love life, okay? And you want to be free of that, all right? And, you know, here in your fears is options. You're either afraid somebody else has more options, or you're afraid you don't have the option to elect to go after a person that you want. Okay, and this is really calling into question, and what I'm going to say is like, let me finish, and then also with this goals here is this Page of Pentacles. You want to make not only do you want to act in an offer of love, you also want to bring this person something that's tangible, okay? Either collaborate with them, or start a new work project with them, or something of this sort here, because it's here with the Page of Pentacles, okay? As like one of your hopes. You're hoping that you can continue to collaborate with this person. So, but you also seem to be interested in this person, but yet you also seem to be feeling like you're blocked from this person for some reason, okay? And it's just what the cards show, Cappy. What I'm going to say here is that your choice revolves around transformation. It's the Death card. Okay, so this means you need to transform, which is what this eclipse is calling you to do anyway. It's a lightning bolt, okay? So you need to really question, what am I valuing over love right now? And ask yourself, are these real loving feelings? If they're real loving feelings and not just passion, okay, you need to call into question the things that are surrounding this issue that are making you feel restricted to act like a knight, or to bring somebody that you have loving feelings towards an offer. Now, if it's a marriage that's holding you back, you know, I would suggest you tend to that, wherever that is, first, because yeah, you're going to screw shit up, you know? But that doesn't mean like that there's something not right here. And I said the same thing about your love reading. I said there was something not right in that love reading. Please go back and look at it. Because I had this feeling you were stuck in a commitment, that there was no cups, there were no cups, there were no love. There was just like it was weird, Capricorn. It was weird. Go back and watch that, okay? Because I'm not pulling clarifiers in here, but you guys got to get worked out, or you're going to drive yourself freaking bananas, okay? And do it from a healthy place, okay? Not from an unhealthy place, and don't get so tied into that Pluto stuff. And if you're holding on to somebody else, you know what you're doing, Cap. Okay, Capricorns are amazing, amazing people. Amazing people, okay? And most of the Capricorns I know you know, are healthy, very healthy Capricorns, okay? But there are some that are really troubled right now, okay? Especially with these Pluto aspects, okay? And have had a really hard time with that, depending on what houses it hits, okay? So I'm gonna do some special posts for you guys on that, okay? It's almost over. Say almost, like sometime next year, it'll be out of your sign. All right, I'm going to move on to Aquarius now. How are my Aquarians? How are my star seed? Okay, I am going to pull a 6-card star spread here, identifying this eclipse is going to bring in revolutionary lightning bolt of new beginnings in your house of home. You are being called on to let go of your traditional views that are been given to you by your family, okay, or that you've taken on about what a home should be like, who should be in the home, just what a home should be like, okay? You know, your values around home are having new beginnings, okay? And what I will say is Aquarius is, the modern ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, and it's right in there with this eclipse, okay? So it's going to be a lightning bolt of positive, like, of, you know, mental, you know, ingenious revelation around how you've restricted yourself about your ideas of home, okay, versus your happiness, okay, and your emotions and what you value, okay? And you're going to be kind of comfortable with it, even though it's going to be hard and it is going to be square to your sign. You will be you will be at more of an advantage than some of the other signs it squares, because Uranus is in close conjunction, which is a ruler for you. So you're comfortable with Uranus, okay? But it might shock the shit out of you still, and you might have built up situations, things, or people, you know, that make it hard to change because you put restrictions around yourself that go along with your old value systems, okay, or value systems that you've inherited from other people. And, you know, then all of a sudden you realize that, oh shit, I don't really give a shit about that or this, or I want this or that, okay? So that's what this eclipse is going to revolve around. Take it as it resonates. Let's pull this star for you, okay? Pull a star for the star. Let's do it. Wow. You're the first person to get a court suit divine pair here. Wow. Okay. Okay, what I show for you here, Aquarius, is you have a goal of like freeing yourself from a mental imprisonment, which I feel like I just discussed. Your own mental imprisonment regarding your old values or inherited values or family systems you believe are part of what can't change and what you have to do, or what's acceptable and what's not, okay, that you've inherited or taken upon just over time, all right? You feel mentally imprisoned by it. This is a self-imposed mental imprisonment, and it revolves around the home, okay? And what I have as a fear here is a Queen of Cups, and what I have as a hope here is a King of Cups. This is a funny lineup here, because it seems like you have a hope of really being in touch with your emotions, but there is a feminine figure around you that is representative of Queen of Cups, okay, that scares the shit out of you for some reason, okay? So I don't know, Aquarius, I'm not pulling clarifiers in here. You know how it applies, but what I show is, you know, and this, you know, flip them, swap them. That doesn't have to be a masculine. That doesn't have to be a feminine. There's no gender in tarot, okay? But somehow there is a fear surrounding your implementation of both of these figures together in your own self from an emotional stance, okay? Or an actual person that you actually may have significant feelings for, all right? It's very strange, but whatever it is, you feel imprisoned. You know, you feel mentally imprisoned here, especially in the areas of home. But you're going to have a lightning bolt of change around this, especially, or realizations around this. Okay, right now. Okay, take it as it resonates. What I also show is that you have a goal of justice. Okay, so there's something that you don't feel that you're getting justice on. Okay, and this may have to do with your feelings. Okay, and home. You take it as it resonates, but you don't. There's either something you want to wrap up, okay, or finish, or you feel is unjust, and you have a goal of finishing or completing it in a just manner, okay? Doesn't have to be in the court system. It could be like within your interpersonal relationships. Take this as it resonates, okay? And what I see here as a fear is you don't want any more fighting or sparring. And what I see is that you do want to continue to move forward from a place of passion, okay? Okay, this is a Page of Rods, okay? This either revolves around you hope to get good news, okay? This could also revolve around a child, okay? Or children, okay? Pages can sometimes be that, okay? But you don't want any arguing or bickering anymore or any problems, okay? You want a sense of justice surrounding these things, okay? And the choice is revolving around getting your goals is to collaborate. Don't stay stuck, collaborate. That's what the advice from the universe is, okay? If you want to reach these goals, collaborate, okay? But I would, you know, take the time to think about what your hopes and fears are here. All right, Aquarius? And I wish you the best of luck. Let me know how it goes. I will see you guys for the weeklies. I will see you guys for next month, and I will see you in Tutelary Tales. Have a wonderful, wonderful eclipse. Take full advantage, okay? Pisces, how's my fish? Moving on to Pisces now. I hate it when you guys are last, but you're best. You know, they save the best for last. I don't know. Pisces is one of the best, right? Highly evolved. Okay, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? You guys have such a smattering. You're the prettiest lineup of planets in the entire zodiac right now. How does it feel to be the superstar of the zodiac right now? Too much attention for Pisces? Not with the energies that are in there, I don't think so, because they're all like, ugh. Pisces loves those energies, okay? And you can handle Mars, especially when you've got so many other planets that just love to be in your sign right now. That is my 7-7 sign, so I have the benefit of feeling the positive impacts that you guys have been having as well in my other houses. All right, so I'm going to pull a 6-pointed star spread, identifying 2 of the main goals that may be on your mind or percolating at the time of this eclipse, as well as pulling your hopes and fears surrounding those goals and advice from the universe on the choice that you need to make to meet those goals. Okay, so that said, let's get started. I'm just gonna split these up a little bit more because I hate having a shuffle in between for you guys, but I have no other choice. I need my Pisces, a 6-pointed star for the eclipse. This eclipse will trine anything you guys have from about 8 to 12 degrees of any earth sign, and it will square anything you guys have in any fixed signs, okay? So you may feel some tensions, okay? This is a beautiful eclipse in general, but if you have anything that's between 8 and 12 degrees of any fixed signs, you may feel a little tension. Okay, but overall, this is a wonderful eclipse. Okay, so let's get after it, shall we? Woo! What's going on here, Pisces? Oof. Pisces. I'm not pulling any clarifiers. I wish I was. But what I see here, okay, as kind of a little concerning, and it may not all involve you, okay? But what I see here, which is great, I have the moon here. So you really have a desire to be in touch with your emotions here, Pisces, okay? And move from an intuitive level, okay? This can sometimes represent secrets, but insofar as you guys are concerned, it does not. This is all the high aspects of the moon. So to get the moon as a goal on a lunar eclipse or partial solar eclipse, when the, you know, or full solar eclipse, when the moon and the sun are conjunct, is an excellent sign for me. Okay, so your goal is to be yourself, to step into your emotions, to move from an intuitive place. That is a Pisces, okay, to be in touch with your intuition. Okay, that's a wonderful goal. What I see here as a fear is the 7 of Swords. Okay, so I don't know if this revolves around you or someone around you, but if you guys are born, you know, on the Aquarius Pisces cusp, this probably directly applies to you. Okay, so if you are born, because this is the 3rd degree of Aquarius, if you are born on the Pisces Aquarius cusp, you may have a fear of yourself here a little bit, of fully standing in your own power. Okay, because this represents in its positive placements a maverick and a stealth. Okay, as does the moon. okay? But what I see here is that you want healing, okay? Now, if this plays out negatively, there could be something that you did, okay, that was deceptive, okay? That you really have a goal of going into your emotions and trying to gain hold perspective of your emotions surrounding that and what really happened, and that you're hoping to heal it with somebody, Pisces. Nobody can heal it like a Pisces. Pisces are the ultimate healers, okay? All right, you can do that, okay? And what you're afraid of, though, there's also this. So there is a lot of battling, okay, that was surrounding you or other people. This is an all-out argument war, pretty much. Pyrrhic victory, okay, if you want to call it that, all right? You want to stop to this. You want this to end, okay? There may be some secrets involved here that you want to heal, okay? Because you want an end to this, okay? You don't want any more battles. You don't want any more people causing, arguments around you and stuff like that, okay? And you have a fear here of being able to fully mourn, okay? This is like, this all goes together, so this has got to be like resonating for somebody, some of you Pisces. You have a fear, okay, of this Five of Cups is a place of mourning. You may have a fear that you're not going to be able to finish mourning so that you can realize you have 2 cups still with you, and then cross the river, go towards the castle, and grab hold of these 2 cups. This could be a significant love relationship for you. Okay, you have a fear that you're not going to be able to get past this mourning and grab hold of these 2 cups, or that this just hurts too bad. Okay, and what I have here is that you're holding on to your pentacles here, okay, or your heart, okay, so you're covering some stuff up here about your feelings, okay. You may have feel slighted somehow, because it's like right across from this 7 of Swords here. So for some of you, you may, okay, but and you need to hold on to what you have. But if anybody can heal, it's Pisces. Whether you heal with somebody else or you heal by yourself, you can heal. Because you are the healers, okay, for everyone else. So take the time to heal yourself, and don't let anybody fuck with you, Pisces, okay? And this is what I have here. I have the Wheel of Fortune. Your advice, if you want this to work, is to not be afraid and to step on this wheel, okay? In this Morgan Greer deck, they're kicking off a third party, okay? If you have, you can't act for other people. You only have control of yourself, Pisces. Okay, so, and Pisces has more love to offer than almost anybody. They're one of the most subtle lovers of the entire zodiac. Okay, so if you are getting fucked around, Pisces, or you fucked anybody else around, Pisces, that you care about, my suggestion is that, you take hold of divine timing, okay, to go after the things you want. And the things that you want that don't want you, keep going. Keep going. Because you guys are in too fortuitous of a place right now with divine timing in your sign for a complete turnover of your entire lives to let anybody drag you down. Bye-bye. I love you guys. I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me for this eclipse reading. I'm going to get this posted right away for you guys, okay? And I will see you very, very soon.